David Morrell looks like he in some serious shape ahead of the upcoming fight with David Benavidez. Man, oh man. Ego Weight Watchers, aka EW, where I give you a look into the fighter lifestyle before, after, and progress pics, especially when there's an upcoming fight. February 1st, it's about to go down. One of the best fights that we know about this year, and it might go on to be one of the best fights of the year. And that's Benavidez versus Morrell. Bravo, PBC. Go to the fight if you're in town or it's a reasonable distance that you can travel or just afford tickets. If not, order the pay-per-view. We need to support great boxing, great cards, and people doing it the right way. I firmly believe that. If everybody just illegally streams and stuff like that, then don't cry when we don't get the fights that we want, right? So back to the fight. David Morrell, you guys have seen the pictures at the beginning of this video. In the video, you'll see pictures. David Morrell looks like he's in real shape. He moved up to 175, had one fight with Hot Rod. A lot of people doubted, him after that. They said, hey, I expected more. Hot Rod's solid, but he's not the end all be all. It's going to take more to beat a David Benavidez. That's what people were saying immediately after that fight, which was on the Crawford-Madrimov card. Benavidez, kind of in the same position. He has one fight at 175, and it was against Alexander Vodstick on Gervonta Davis, Frank Martin, their co-feature. I think Benavidez started off really well, and Vodstick was tentative. First of all, Vodstick looked huge. He was taller than Benavidez, and he was jacked, like as in muscular. So I don't know, because when he was with Top Rank Undefeated, he wasn't that big. So I don't know when he put on all that muscle, but whatever. Benavidez fought him. He was hurting him, chewing him up. But Vodstick, being an Olympian and having that size on him, he was able to not take too many chances to the point where he was preserved. And, he started to open up a little bit at the end. And for that reason, Benavidez didn't really close as strong as he started. So people kind of questioned Benavidez's performance. Now you got to give a lot of credit. Both of these gentlemen are going from those performances, which kind of left a bit more to be desired from boxing fans that expected kind of knockouts in those fights. Vodstick and Hot Rod. They're going straight into the kitchen, straight back into the frying pan, and they're fighting each other. And you've seen the videos, you've seen the face-off, and now you're seeing this where David Morrell, he looks in shape. This is the best shape that I probably have seen him in, and he got 4 weeks until he's fighting, which is insane to think about. I heard Morrell is, from sources, that he's looking different in this camp. This is a fight, and this is, I know a lot of fighters personally, and I'll tell you guys like this, fighters are defiant by nature, and something about it, when it's like a Christmas gift, right? Imagine when you're a little kid and you get a PlayStation 5 or a PlayStation or Nintendo or whatever generation you're from, Sega, Super Nintendo, whatever. Or you get a Ninja Turtle toy or He-Man, whatever you're really into at that time, versus your grandma or your auntie gave you a wolf shirt or a sweater, a Christmas sweater or something that you really don't want, or like a bedazzled jacket, jean jacket, and you a dude and you're like, I can't wear this to school. They go roast me, right? Things like that. Now, let me complete this analogy. That's how it is for a lot of fighters. Getting the fight that they want is like a Christmas gift. And I've seen it where fighters will have performances that are kind of mid or lacking. And then when they get the Christmas gift, the fight that they really want, they really turn up. They pull out all the stops. They have the best training camp that they've had. And they come correct because this is what they've been waiting for. A person that comes to mind that fits this analogy that I'm giving is Teofimo Lopez. You put him in with the best names he's fought, the Lomachenkos, the guys like Josh Taylor, guys that people thought could possibly beat him. Teo has prevailed in those fights. Then when it's a guy that no one expects to really beat him, Jermaine Taylor, Sandor Martin, or George Kambosos, he either loses or almost looks like he should have lost, right? So I'm not putting too much stock into David Benavidez's last and first fight at 175, nor David Morrell's first fight at 75, because Morrell has been calling out for David Benavidez. He said he wants to fight Benavidez, and now the time has come and he finally got what he's been looking for. And it looks like he's trying to make good on promises. He says, I can dance. David Benavidez can't dance, meaning Benavidez ain't got no footwork. Morrell's talking spicy, saying that David Benavidez is too mechanical. He's like a robot. He's too clunky. He can't dance. He can't move like me. He even called him RoboCop. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. So he said David Benavidez fight like Murphy, right? And Ed 209. We're going to see. A couple weeks away, we will see. But I do like what I'm seeing. I always give credit where credit's due. And this is all you can ask of a David Morrell. Come correct, come in the best shape. And it looks like he's doing that. And it looks like he really wants to prove something with David Benavidez. The other thing I really love about this fight is what Benavidez does well, Morrell style, in theory, can offset that. Vice versa. What Morrell does well, a volume, nonstop, aggressive guy like Benavidez, who's not afraid to let his hands go, can definitely compromise you or punch with you and offset what Morrell does well. So it's really a nimble fight where it could be a tightrope where a slight gust of wind can knock the person down or knock them off. And I think it's that type of fight, 50-50 fight, where the first person to make that impactful contact, that's going to be very telling in this fight. But more coming soon. David Morrell looks like he's in beast mode, definitely looks in shape, and he looks ready to go. Let me know what you guys think. Who are you picking, Morrell, Benavidez? But Morrell, he's definitely a monster. He doesn't have that many fights, but he's coming to fight, and he's in shape.